Good day, my dear students. You are welcome once again to our class on air. You will remember that we are considering an aspect of your Becker exam, which is the grammatical accuracy section. Remember we said that that grammatical accuracy covers so many areas as specified in the curriculum, and we did also mention the fact that many of the items that are there are treated in the series, the New Oxford Secondary English Course for Junior Secondary Schools, Books 1, Book 2, and Book 3. Most of the items are treated comprehensively and into detail. Remember we said that in this area of grammatical accuracy, you need to know much about the parts of speech as specified in the curriculum, the noun. Remember we talked about the noun, the proper noun, the common noun, the abstract noun, the collective noun. We also mentioned the fact that we need to know something about pronouns, that is the personal pronoun, and so on and so forth. I mentioned the fact that the verb also is very, very important. And in fact, the verb is the backbone of any sentence. You have a one-word sentence, which actually will comprise the verb alone, like come, go, come along, or you can say come, go, and many other things you say in that form. And we did say that in the verb form, we need to know whether it is present or past or future. You remember we said present tense can have the present simple, can have the present continuous, can have the present perfect, present perfect continuous, and also have the past simple past, have the past continuous, the past perfect continuous, you have the past continuous, you have the future too, the future perfect, and so on and so forth. All those ones you need to actually study because of the fact that we are actually revising. We are not able to do all this into great detail, but you can find all the details in the books that we have mentioned. Apart from the verb, we mentioned the adverb, which you need to know something about. You also mentioned about the adjective, you know, also conjunction, also preposition, all those ones you need to know about so that you can actually do very well in this paper. Apart from that, apart from the parts of speech, we mentioned the fact that we need to know something about the direct and indirect speech. Now those referred to as also the reported speech. We looked at a few of these things in that particular program. And we did say that we also need to know something about the active and the passive forms of verbs. When we have the boy kicked the ball, that is the active, whereas we have the ball was kicked by the boy, which is the passive. Then we have what we said affixes too. We talked about affixes. In other words, when you have the prefix and the suffix. Another thing we did not mention in that program is phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. It's another area where you are tested and you need to know something about it. When you have a verb with another word entirely, probably you have a come round. The fact that you understand the meaning of this one and this one does not mean that you know the meaning of this one. It's an expression which is a phrasal verb. If somebody comes round, you know, probably somebody has fallen unconscious, and then after some time he revived, so he has come round. Same thing with, and there are many of these in this category. You need to actually study them and read a lot of these about these phrasal verbs. I have put, add, out. Put out can mean so many things. Can mean extinguish. Now that to extinguish can mean so many other things. So you need to actually study very well in this area. You can also have, for example, you have put out, which will mean extinguish. Put out the fire, extinguish the fire. You can also have turn out. Turn out probably may mean produce. For example, the school turns out, the school or the factory, okay, the school turns many students every year. So the turnout is a phrasal verb, which means it produces actually get out of the school after every year. They get out, no, they go out of the school. It can also be turned out and be turned down. You can see, turn down may mean reject. For example, you can talk about somebody turning down the offer. The man turned down the offer of the job. Probably because it is fraudulent. So turn down, rejected. So that's phrasal verbs. You need to know many of these phrasal verbs too by reading, by looking even the books that we have just been looking at, we talked about. So many of these things there too. Phrasal verbs. You recall that in that program, we are looking at the pattern of the Becker exam, and we looked at many of these items. We shall continue in that series with the exercises, the Becker exam. We went as far as to number 43 in that program. We went to number 44, where you have the man with his wife coming to visit the family. The man with in the expression when you have with, together with, as well as, accompanied by, like. In these expressions, the verb that we follow must agree with the first subject that is mentioned. Let me give you an example. The chairman, as well as his aides. Now, the first subject mentioned is this chairman. The subject is the chairman. That's the first subject mentioned. The verb must agree with this one because this is singular. Therefore, the verb we are going to use will be singular. We now be organizes a party every week, if you like. The chairman, as well as his aides, organizes a party every week. Now, this organizes falls in line with this one, agrees with this subject, the first subject mentioned. Please note that very well. In other words, it is possible for us to remove this one, and then the sentence will read, the chairman organizes a party every week. This, as well as it is just an addition, and therefore you have a comma here and a comma here. Don't forget. The same thing, if you say the boy, like his father, boy, like his father, the boy, again, is singular, and therefore, like his father, loves football. Now, this one will go along with this boy. The boy loves football. So like his father, just an additional piece of information we may do without. So please note that one. Can be accompanied by, can be together with, can be with, can be as well as, can be accompanied by, can be like, just as we have shown there. So here, for example, you have the man with his wife. Remember, the man is singular. Therefore, the verb that will follow will be singular. The man with his wife is coming to visit his family today. It should be is. And because, of course, you know it is today, therefore cannot be, it's not past tense. It will be today. Is coming to visit his family today. Now, number 45. He has been waiting for this day, dash. He, now, remember that is question tag. Question tag. He has been waiting for this day. Remember, we did say that when you have this type of construction, the first segment, the sentence, will be positive. Then the tag will be negative. And of course, the response will be positive. He has been waiting for this day. That's positive. And therefore, the answer will be, hasn't he? Hasn't he? He has been waiting for this day, hasn't he? Number 46. Neither Mary than Rachel knows the way home. Of course, it will be neither nor. Neither nor. See? Knows the way home. The way home. Then number 47. He arrived at the assembly ground that they began to sing the national anthem. What should be the as soon as, despite, as much as, nevertheless, notwithstanding. He arrived at the assembly ground, they began to sing as soon as they began to sing the national anthem, he arrived at the assembly ground. Number 48 now. 48. The candidate dashed the election with a simple majority. Of course, you know that is past tense. That will be the candidate won the election with a simple majority. Number 49. The student failed the examination because he went to school. Well, what are we going to always? Can we say he always went to school and therefore he failed? Frequently? Is it rarely? Regularly? Usually? Should be rarely. That's why he failed. The student failed the examination because he rarely went to school. Number 50. The sentence, he is preparing the meal. When it is rewritten in a passive voice, what does it become? Because the meal was being prepared by her. The meal was being prepared by her. So that is the passive voice. Number 51. The men were paid, their work. What can we choose there? They were paid. Can it be in? Can it be on? Can it be over? Can it be for their work? That's the preposition that will go there. Again, number 52. You have another preposition there. There was a roadblock where at the junction. At the junction. At the junction. 53. He's trying to test your knowledge of spelling now. The series of dash were made during the Trade Union Congress. Which one will be the answer? Recommendations, double C. Recommendation, single, double C again there. Recommendations, which one? Recommendations, which one is it? Recommendations, which one are we taking? I think we are going to take E. That is the correct spelling. Series of recommendations, double M, and then you have N there. Number 54. The sentence, I have sewn the dress, said the seamstress. If you rewrite that in the indirect or the reported form, what does it become? It becomes, the seamstress said that she had sown. She had what? Sown. Past perfect. That have sown becomes a had sown. She said she had sown. That is the past perfect form of that one. Reported form. The police officer ordered the driver to pull dash for a thorough check. To pull what? Away, in, out, over, through. Pull what? Pull over. It is pull over. And what does it mean? To drive to the side of the road and park. That is a pulling over, pull over. You know, I told you that the part that you understand the meaning of pull or over does not mean that you understand the meaning of this. That's why you need to master them very well. Pull over means in that form to go to park the vehicle, to stop at a point. Right. Number 56. The bus dashed dirty water The bus dashed dirty water all over James last week. Okay, that is, remember I said you must always read the sentence to the end before you can choose the appropriate word. Now, you'll be last week, therefore, cannot be splashing. Cannot be splash, because you cannot even say the bus splash, no. But then, if it's past tense, it's splashed. Splashed water all over James last week. The bus splashed water, dirty water all over James last week. Right. The next one, 57. Jumai was so terrified, she shivered for a while. So, something must follow that. So that. So terrified that she shivered for a while. Jumai was so terrified. So the so must go with the that. So terrified that she shivered for a while. Number 58 now. They are coming. They are coming. Again, this is another example of the tag. Tag, question tag. They are coming. Again, they are coming is positive, and therefore anything we are going to put there, the tag must be negative. They are coming. Are they? Cannot be. Aren't they? Yes. Aren't they? Cannot be could they? Not be do they, should they? No. Should be they are coming. Aren't they? And of course the response will be also positive. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And look at another one. Number 59 now. Let's look at 59. 59. The word Africa, we take the suffix dash to form a new word. Again, you remember I mentioned the fact that you need to know something about the prefix and the suffix affixes now. Now, which one will you take to form another word? Can it be Africad? Can it be Africaish? Can it be African? It's an African. Cannot be Africas. Can it be Africas? No. It will be African. Somebody from Africa. An what? African. Right. The next one, number 60. The statement, the guest speaker is addressing the students on choice of career. When you write this in the passive form, what does it become? The guest speaker is addressing the students on choice of career. What does it become? It becomes the students were being addressed by the guest speaker on the choice of career. The students were being addressed by this guest speaker on the choice of career. So the answer will be E. Were being addressed. Right. The next one. A dash of cattle was grazing in the field. What do you call that one? Collection will not be appropriate, even though they are in group. Quite all right. You cannot say flock. It's not a flock of cattle. How about a flock of sheep? Cannot be group, even though they are in group. It's not right. The appropriate word would be a herd of cattle. Herd. That's the appropriate word. There. A herd of cattle. Right. Number 62. I found money in my brother's pocket. I found money. Cannot be few money? No. Large money? No. Many money? No. Some small money? No, it is E, some money. Some money. I have found some money in my brother's pocket. Number 63, Olu slept. That is why finished cooking. Again, has slept. That is past perfect. What will actually follow will be before. He has slept before the wife finished cooking. Number 64, that is good. You talk about somebody good, being good at something. Good at singing. Good at singing. 65, the girls remained indoors because it was dash cold. It was what? Absolutely? No. Barely? Deeply? Cannot be so cold. No. It can be extremely cold. Extremely, that's the appropriate word. Extremely cold. Cold. Number 66. Whose book is this? Is it this one? No, it cannot be the one. Is it who? No. Is this whose? No. Is this whom? No. This is the answer. Whose book? Whose book? Whose book is this? Whose book is this? Now you have the president flew to London yesterday. Again, another example of question tag. The president flew to London yesterday. That is positive. What should be the tag? The tag should be negative, and that negative will take didn't he? Didn't he? Didn't he? Right. Number 68. You have a large group of people dash the occasion. Large group of people attended the occasion. Attended the occasion. A large group of people attended the occasion. Number 69 now, 69. I will ask dash Stella or Mary to give me the documents. What are you taking there? Also, can be both. Both cannot go with or. Either can go with or. Yeah, either. Remember that neither will go with nor. Cannot be whether. So neither, nor, either, or. Right. The next one is number 70. Number 70 is testing your knowledge of the spelling of that word etiquette. Etiquette. And what is the spelling there? Etiquette. Etiquette. That's why you need to know very many of these words to make sure that you know the spelling of many of them. Etiquette. What's the etiquette now? What's the spelling? Let's look at this one. Is this one? No, not this one. Etiquette. I think this is the one. Okay. B. Because this cannot be. Not double T. Not double T here. It's double T here, but not double T here. Not double T. Not double Q. So the answer is B. Etiquette. Number 71. John and Peter do not like mathematics. Again, is that positive or negative? John and Peter do not like mathematics. They do not have there is negative, and therefore the tag will be positive. Therefore, it is do they like mathematics? And the response will be no, they don't. John and Peter do not like mathematics. Do they? No, they don't. Now 72. The suffix. Remember we talked about the suffix, the affixes, suffix, prefix. The suffix dash will combine with soft to form a new word. Can it be softer? Can it be softal? Can it be softant? Can it be softy? So the one that will actually form the new word is soften, which is this one. To make it soft, soften, cannot be softy. Right. We go on to the next one. To this, the 73, we have the direct speech. We visit our uncle tomorrow, said Juliet. When we render that in indirect speech, the reported form, Juliet said that, what shall we choose there? They are visiting my uncle tomorrow? No. They will visit their uncle the next day? No. They will visit their uncle tomorrow. We will visit our uncle tomorrow. We visit. Which one will say they would visit their uncle tomorrow? No. The answer will be C. Julius said that they would visit their uncle. I beg your pardon. They visit their uncle the next day. Sorry. D will be the answer. The next day will be for tomorrow will be the next day. We will visit our uncle when? Tomorrow. So the D is the answer. D, answer. We will visit our uncle tomorrow. Julius said that. Oh, sorry. No. That they will visit their uncle the next day. Sorry. B. That they will visit their uncle the next day. The next day. Julius said that they will visit their uncle the next day. That next day becomes the next day. Right. But it is they, because it's we will visit our uncle. Therefore, Julius said that they would uncle the next day. It is B. Right. Number 74. Prefix now. The prefix that can be added to the word normal to form a new word. But prefix, you want to put before the word. These are anormal, no. Abnormal, yes. Abnormal, that's the thing. Cannot have a normal. Cannot have a normal. No, abnormal, no. The only one that you have there is abnormal. So it becomes abnormal. That is the prefix. Number 75. Indirect speech. Peter asked why John was so late. Direct speech. Why are you so late? Why are you so late? Peter asked. That is the direct one. Why are you so late? That is the direct form of that one. Number 76. I'll be at the conference venue by noon. Now that is testing your knowledge of the spelling of conference. Which one is this? This one? No, cannot be com. Is it this one? Yes, this conference. Conference. C-O-N-F-E-R-E-N-C. Cannot be this one, cannot be this one, cannot be this one. So the answer actually is B. 77. She wore a dash gown to the party. What type of gown? A beautiful red turkey gown. A beautiful turkey red gown. A red beautiful turkey gown. A red turkey beautiful gown. A turkey beautiful red. A red beautiful turkey gown. Right. The next one is number 78. Mercy injured who? Because we know that Mercy is a girl. Therefore, it will be herself. It cannot be himself because it's not a boy. Oneself, no. Themselves, no, because it's not plural. Yourself, no, it's not, no. That's not right. So the answer will be Mercy injured herself on the way to school. Now, number 79. 79. Neither Ronke, what you follow, her friends was at the party. Neither Ronke nor her friends was at the party. Neither nor at the party. Neither nor Ronke was at her friends. Now, our friends will not control the verb because it's neither nor, none at all. Therefore, it will be singular was at the party. So the answer will be C, which is no. Number 80, he was ordered to vacate the room. Confidently, cannot be confidently. Immediately, presently, promptly, quietly, to be immediately. Number 81, the firm dashes staff well. The firm has a single entity, therefore should be third person singular here. Cannot be are paying staff well. Cannot be have paid. Cannot be paid. It should be the firm pays its staff well. Right. Number 82, what we did was contrary contrary, 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 at, no, by, no, on, no, contrary to the instructions. Contrary to the instructions. Cannot be with. Let's go on some other ones. My 83, active voice, I bought the book. When we want to render it to the passive one, what should be the one? The book, dash, are, is being, was being, were. I bought the book. The book was bought by me. It was bought by me. Number 84, I can hear you dash from here. Can it be clearly, deeply, quickly, quietly, soundly? Or should it be clearly? You hear somebody clearly from here. Number 85, one of the soldiers killed in the battle. This one will control the verb. One, that was the singular. One of the soldiers was killed in the battle. One of them. Number 86 now. My brother dash in that factory, but no longer works there. What is that one? My brother can, could, have to, should, used to. Right. Used to. And let's know something about that used to. Used to. Because many of us will say, I used to go there. I used to. I used to. I used to. That expression, used to, as a verb, does not have the present tense form of it. You can say, I used to go there. I used to go there. The expression means you did something in the past, you are no longer doing it. For example, if you say, when I was in probably form 1, is it form now? GS1, okay, GS1. When I was in GS1, you know you are now in GS3. GS1, I used to cry. I used to cry because of I used to cry because I was always afraid. Probably you have just come to school, and therefore when you are in GS1, I used to cry because I was always afraid. Now that you are in GS3, it means you are no longer crying. Therefore, this is used of as the past one, past tense. No longer cry. I told you there is no form of I used to go there. Many of us use it every time. I used to go there, and we still think that we are still going there. I used to go there. It's not right. It is always used to. Although you can have used to as a source of probably a habit, that something you are accustomed to. For example, used to fasting on Wednesdays. You know, it's your way of life. It is what you are accustomed to, your habit. This is another form entirely, but it's different from I used to, which is used for the past form. I hope you understand that one. So please take note. So as from now, don't say I used to for something that you no longer do. So I used to go there. I used to go there. No, it is I used to go there. Probably when you were so. That is the explanation for that one. Now look at the thing now. Therefore, here now, my brother. Sorry. Yes, my brother dash worked in that factory, but he no longer works there. He used to. No, before he was working there, but he's no longer working there. Used to. That's the explanation for that used to. 87. Tayo dash not visit home last week because of the riot. Last week, what are you going to use? Can you can know? Can you could? Can you might? Should? Will? The answer will be could. Tayo could not. Was it last week because of the riot? And number 88, there are some dedicated items in that bag. So handle it. How do you handle it? Bravely? Is it bravely? No. Is it carefully? Is it fearfully? Is it patiently? Is it quickly? The answer will be carefully. There are some dedicated items in that bag, so handle it carefully. Then number 89, again, that is testing your knowledge of spelling. You have here A, accommodation with single C, accommodation with double C but single M, which is very common. This is a common one, and this one will not be right. Actually, the answer will be accommodation with the double C, double M. Double C, double M for the accommodation. Double C, double M. Let's look at number 92. Grace took her car to see a Dutch doctor. We are looking at the spelling of veterinary there, and the correct spelling is B, which is there. B, veterinary doctor. Talk about the veterinary doctor. Right. Now number 93 now. Now that the teacher and the principal dash the key to the toilet. Now there's an explanation for that one. Wherever you have the construction, neither nor, the verb has to agree with the subject nearer it. The subject nearer it here is the principle now. That's the subject nearer the verb. Even though you have plural as the teachers now, teachers plural here, but the subject nearer this nor will control the verb. Now the teachers nor the principal is. Therefore it is singular is. Or rather, no, not is. In this one, has the key to the toilet. Now the teachers nor the principal has the key to the toilet. Has. Singular. The subject nearer the nor is singular. Therefore, we take a singular verb. The prefix dash can be added to sit to form a new word. Which prefix is now il. Don't say il sit, im sit, in sit, pre-sit. The only prefix that will come there will be on sit. You unseat somebody, on sit. Right. Then number 95, this is the last one. Could you please dash the light? Now, it is very common to say off the light. On the light is not right. Off the light is not right. Whether this single off or the double F is not right. The correct thing is switch off the light. How you take note of that? It's very common to say on the light. Off the light is not right. It is always switch off the light. All these are the things that you have to actually take note of in your studies, so that you can do very well in the Becker exam that you have been prepared for, the basic education certificate examination questions. And as I've told you before, if you get hold of the new Oxford Second English course for junior secondary school books 1 to 3, all the items of grammar that are specified in the curriculum have been actually treated to a great extent there, and extensively, and very discussed in a comprehensive manner for that matter. So please go and get hold of them. I'm so sure that I'm confident that we are going to make a strong A, not just a weak A, but a very strong A. So please make sure that you go and study them. And as you study them, I know that you will get a very good grade. Well, here we are going to call it a day today. Until I come your way to again, it is bye.